Hi, I'm Kelsey from KnitMe, and these are our beginner knitter tutorial videos. For this one, we're going to start with the knit stitch. It's the foundational stitch that you need it for every project. It is definitely the place to start. So for the sample I'm working on, I've just done a few rows of knitting. This pattern is made by knitting in the front, purling in the back, but we're just going to focus on the knitting for now. So, you always want your stitches on the left needle when you're starting a new row. So when you cast on, you'll put that needle in your left hand, empty needle in your right hand. To start, you want to keep the yarn to the back of the work so it's behind the needle. You're going to take your needle and put it through the first loop from front to back. So this is the front of the stitch, this is the back of the stitch. You're going through the front of the stitch from front to back to make this kind of cross. Then I'm going to take the yarn, wrap it around the right needle so it forms over like across the stitch, and you're going to use the right needle to pull that yarn through the stitch. And then you're just going to slide it right off. So I'll show you that again. We enter from front to back, bring the yarn around the right needle, and you're going to pull that same yarn through the loop and off the needle. So do that one more time. From front to back, bring the yarn around and pull that yarn through the needle, through the loop. Okay, and that's all there is to it. It might take you a couple tries to get the motion, but once you've got the motion down, it honestly becomes muscle memory really quick. If you find that your wrists start to hurt after a while by doing this, which is called the throwing method, you can try something called continental, where you hold the yarn in your left hand. So I usually loop it around my pinky and then over my index finger to kind of hold it tight and pull that tension. And you put the needle through the same way from front to back, and you scoop it. You scoop up the yarn as opposed to throwing it around. And so a lot of people find this easier. It can also be a bit faster as you kind of get used to it. But both methods are correct. Whichever way is more comfortable for you is the way that you should go. So once again, we're going through the loop from front to back, pulling the yarn through and off the needle. And you just do that over and over until you get to the end of the row. And you can check out my next video to learn how to purl. If you have any questions at all, you can shoot me an email at info@knitme.ca or reach out to me on Instagram @knitme.ca. Thanks so much for watching.